So this is continuing part of my practice for Worlds 2024. This was a puzzle called Dragon Whisperer that was actually fairly difficult, barely came in under the 90 minutes, but basically is a fantasy scene with a knight talking to a dragon. So I decided to start by doing first, there's this sort of bright yellowy white chunk, which is what I'm doing up towards the top there. And then wait on the border. My thinking on waiting on the border was that it was pretty busy. I couldn't actually see the patterns in it very well. I think in retrospect, it might not have been a bad idea to just sort of eat it and build the border. Because I really struggled to see any patterns, I did manage to get this color blob here with this sort of bright yellow. And now that I've gotten that, I'm doing a little bit more of the border so that I can do the space in between that color blob and the border. You know, that's sort of a pretty defined space. I like to work with those smaller defined spaces. It works better for me as I tend to I like to try pieces and put them to the side if they don't work. I know that's not the best strategy. I got to work on getting faster on sort of finding the right piece, putting it in and moving on. So what I'm doing now is there are some pinkish areas towards the bottom. So I'm trying to find and pull in those pinkish areas, put them along the bottom, get them sort of set up there. It's hard to actually spot them and get them in well. So as you can see, I'm finding other stuff and putting it in as I go. Again, not the best strategy. I should have stuck with, let's finish this pink area. It's gotten it to 80%, or just given up on the pink area and entirely focused on these sort of brighter areas with this horse to the right. I'm avoiding doing the dragon. I found the dragon really difficult to actually see the patterns in. There's lots of curves that just they weren't clicking for me. So those I'm waiting on. The crazy thing, we've lapped an hour already. There's, half the puzzle still remaining. And as you see, I've now moved on to trying to do the dragon with some of those darker colors. There's a little bit of sort of grass and dragon left that is just no fun, and I am putting off doing. So now we've gotten down to a place where I can shape sort. I'm starting to shape sort a little bit on the side. Should be doing more, but it is what it is. And here we are.